Memphis wants Killian Hayes. Interesting. Okay. And I think I think it definitely is funny seeing that, Killian Hayes is somewhat someone that's, I wouldn't say like a commodity, but people are liking him as he's coming here. And don't get me wrong, Killian Hayes, he's a guy that obviously has not lived up to the draft billing so far, as he's been a bit inconsistent scoring, decision making, but he's shown the flashes of being an elite defensive player who can get to the bucket. He has a decent pull up in mid range, and he's a great facilitator. Seriously, solid facilitator, guy that I do very much enjoy watching. And the thing with him is that Killian Hayes at this point making $7.4 million. He's a left-handed guy who's a good playmaker, can run the pick and roll. He's got some creativity with his passing, and his jump shot looks all right. It just doesn't hit. He's like a 28% three-point shooter. He's over 40% this season, and he can use both hands. Obviously, he doesn't use his right enough. I like the idea of Killian Hayes kind of following that Mike Conley, Drew Holiday, like defensive pass first guy if the three-point shot ever comes around. But right now, we've seen it in very limited flashes. And the Detroit Free Press said his representation is at seeking a trade, and the Pistons agree. And Grizzlies are interested in him as they, have John Morant out for the rest of the season. They could give him a chance to play significant minutes to showcase himself heading into free agency. Now, we wonder what a team like the Grizzlies could even give up $7.4 million. I know they just did that deal to free up some cap space. Now, I think realistically, Victor Oladipo would get that deal done with a pick, but maybe they don't do that. I think they should do that, and it would be the best thing for them. But if you go there, because he would get a bunch of minutes, get a bunch of ample run. I do believe, if you do Mr. Victor Oladipo with a pick, I think that could really get the deal done a lot easier than I think a lot of people want to give him credit. So for me, I look at this situation, and I'll admit I think it's a weird one, because I just know, like, Killian Hayes, I don't think this year, Monty Williams played him a bunch, but last year he had an okay year. He had some moments, so you kind of thought the growth was happening, and obviously it seemed like it kind of hit a wall at one point. But I do think it is a bit confusing if you're a fan of the Pistons, but I think you need to cash in the assets and just not. I never think it's to let a player walk away, especially in the NBA, uncompensated as a franchise, is one of the worst things you can do. Even if it's just a couple second round picks and Victor Oladipo, better than just seeing him go au revoir in free agency. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. But what do I know?